Corse Clienti. If you've never heard of it, it's essentially Ferrari's ultra-exclusive department dedicated to letting their most loyal customers drive cars that you will never ever see on public roads. We're not talking about 296 GTB to a track day. We're talking about actual F1 cars, Le Mans prototypes, and experimental machines that Ferrari builds purely for tracks, and then stored, maintained, and transported for you. This Corse Clienti weekend took place at Michelin's Road Atlanta on May 21st to the 22nd. Road Atlanta is 2.54 mile roadway course sitting on about 150 acres in the rolling hills of Georgia. It's about an hour northeast of Atlanta. The track is legendary. It hosts a Petit Le Mans every year and is considered one of the best road courses in the world. All three of the major Corse Clienti programs were running here: the XX program, the F1 Clienti, and Sports Prototype Clienti. So if you attend this event, you're going to see the FXX-Evo, retired F1 cars, the 499p Modificatas, all sharing the same circuit over 2 days. Here's how the day breaks down. Gates open at 8 o'clock both days. Thursday starts with the XX program shakedown for about 30 minutes, then the sessions start to rotate. XX programs in 2 groups, Sports Clienti competition also split into 2 groups, and then F1 Clienti. Sessions run 30 to 40 minutes with short breaks in between. There's a lunch break from 12 to 1. In total on Thursday, you were looking at 12 free practice sessions running from 9 o'clock in the morning till about 6. It's a packed day, and the last session has an F1 car running, which means you get to hear the sound of an F1 engine echoing through the hills of Georgia at golden hour, so plan for that. Friday follows a similar structure. Gates open at 8, sessions start at 9. You get 11 sessions running until about 6 p.m. Again, rotating between the XX program, Sports Prototype Clienti, and then F1 Clienti. Lunch break is around 12 o'clock to 1. Final session of the whole weekend ends around 6 o'clock. All of this is if weather permits. So across both days, you're getting about 20 track sessions, and there is genuinely no downtime here. Every 30 to 40 minutes, a different set of some of the rarest Ferraris on the planet comes out. As a spectator, you can buy your tickets through Ticketmaster on Road Atlanta's website. Once you're in the course, you can drive around and access different areas. However, the infield and tower paddocks are restricted for Ferrari clients and teams only. And kids under 12 get in for free. No camping is allowed for this event. I'd honestly recommend going to both days if you can. Thursday is a longer day with more sessions. Friday afternoon blocks finish with F1 cars and then the XX cars back to back, which is a great way to end the week.
I think it's nice to be close to the sounds of it. It sounds way more powerful. Like all the cars that went by sound really nice. It's actually super like family friendly. I mean, if you're in Georgia and you need something to do on a weekend, like this is honestly great. It happens once a year. They have other events here at the Michelin Roadway, but this is a no-brainer for me. I think I'm probably going to do this every year. And it's nice. People are nice. The culture is cool. It's kind of nice to be in a place where there's like a lot of people that are into the same thing. There are a lot of nice looking Ferraris here. We saw a Testarossa. We saw a 458. Yeah, my ears hurt. I think the things you need are AirPods, water, blanket if you want to sit on the floor, camping chair, tent, or something to cover you and provide shade for you. Lots of ice, battery packs, food, and cold drinks. And I think if you have all of that sorted, like you could spend the whole day here and have fun. Like it's pretty hospitable. And bathrooms, they're porta potties and regular bathroom houses. So like they kind of have all sorts of different types of bathrooms, and you're in the wilderness. So you know, when push comes to shove, it's all going to be petroleum in the future. We're investing in the future.
So let's talk numbers. For the tickets, we paid $25, which is for one day. They have the Thursday and Friday as an option. You can do both days for about $45. In terms of food, most things started at $10. The options were between pizza, Chick-fil-A, and brisket. I had the pulled pork sandwich. It was okay. I'd say like a 6 out of 10. The pizza looked good, and Chick-fil-A never disappoints. Drinks start at $3 for water and $4 for Powerade. There is also an ice cream stand. You could get a nice cool popsicle for about $6. So I just got back from Ferrari's Corse Client event at Road Atlanta, the Michelin Roadway, and I wanted to give you a quick summary of my thoughts. I know I expressed this a lot in the video, but I think it's a really great activity if you are trying to get there for either the day or the 2 days. It's super family friendly. There are lots of people there with their kids, and it's a nice wholesome family activity. The cars, you can get really close to the vehicles that are on the track. There's many spots where the cars are just passing by and you can feel the power and the excitement of those fine-tuned Italian machines. I would strongly recommend going there prepared. We didn't prepare as much as we should have. We should have grabbed blankets so that we could put it on the floors. We should have grabbed some water, ice. If you have like a Coleman or like an ice box, grab it with you because it was incredibly hot, as you can probably tell from my glistening face. Luckily, there are vendors on site, so we had Chick-fil-A and a couple of other vendors. Lunch was pretty okay. It's kind of like event food, so nothing special, but it can kind of give you the sustenance that you need. Bathrooms are pretty abundant. There's multiple bathrooms, like proper bathroom facilities. There's also like porta potties all around. So overall, it's a great experience. What I'm gonna do for next year is definitely pack, grab all my stuff that I need to relax. So a blanket to lay on the grass, a folding chair so that I can get rest between the different sets, lots of food, lots of water, electrolytes because you will sweat a ton. Hearing protection, those cars are incredibly loud. Sustained over a period could make your ears hurt, so definitely grabbing that next year. Some comments to be aware of: the event organizer sent out a plan ahead of the event starting. I think that plan was loosely reflected on what happened in the day. Some of the sessions were kind of moved around to accommodate different run times. From what I understand, that's kind of dependent on the people driving the cars. Some classes, like the Formula 1 cars, didn't go out in the morning. They went out twice in the afternoon. So those kind of things are subject to change depending on things that are happening. Additionally, one thing that I didn't factor in is rain. If it rains, those cars aren't going to be on track. So that's another thing to be aware of. And lastly, when you're heading out, pick the time you head out. There's a lot of people leaving that facility all at once, and that causes a bit of traffic. Driving to Atlanta at 5 or 6 o'clock is obviously going to get you in some traffic as well. I think that's a comprehensive summary of like everything that I did at the Michelin Speedway. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more content like this of me traveling and doing stuff, give me a follow, give me a like, and let me know in the comments if there are any other racing or car events happening in or around Atlanta, and I will for sure check it out and give you my take on it.